Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and we're going to do a little bit of mediumship and see what comes through. So I've said my prayers, my guides here, and the channel's open, and I don't think it'll be a long session, but let's give it a wee go anyway. The first name coming through is a man, and he's saying that he is Colin, and he I don't think it's a new passing, but I don't think he's over a long time. He's handing he's got this kind of bouquet of flowers, and it's very much like spring flowers, you know, like the sort of anemones and everything that you would associate with spring, and it's a gift for someone whose birthday I believe is in March, or some sort of celebration that's between him and March time. Is connected to a Mary that's still here, and has met up with a Des, or is around a Des, and I think this man liked birds, like little budgies and you know, the little yellow birds, ouch, and oops, excuse me folks, there we go. Sorry. And he's shown me him with a dog. It looks like a spaniel type, maybe a Springer Spaniel or a retriever, you know, some sort of dog that's bounding away off, and this dog I feel is his, and he's met up with it, and oh my goodness, he's just happy that his dog's there as well. And there's a woman associated with him called Anne, who's also almost using the channel to say hello, hello. So there's a man that's very happy in spirit. It's almost as though he's out in nature picking spring flowers for some sort of celebration with his dog, loving the birds and bird song. Thank you. I've got a woman in spirit that wants to say hello to Andy. This feels like a mum. There's a mum feeling, I don't know if maybe, you know, it is a mum or a granny that took the place of a mum. But she's very proud of the way that he's working and kind of making a living. She always knew he would get there. I think Andy, who's here, is different from maybe the way his family thought he would turn out. I don't know if maybe they envisaged a different career or a different perspective, but yeah, she's very happy with the way that life's going. It's also, again, another dog with her, and I don't know, I hear her saying Missy, like Missy, but I'm not sure if that's the dog or just a phrase that this lady used. She's quite reserved, so I'm just going to have to leave it at that, because I won't push a spirit. They've got to come forward fully of their own volition. They've got to come willing to talk or willing to just make their presence felt, but it's not our place to ask them or to push and shove or in some way conjure them up. That is, you know, my feelings on that, folks. That's necromancy. It's not good. So we just open the channel, we say our prayers, and we wait. And some people are more chatty than others, put it that way. I think it's a surname I've got, Bertram. I think I've got that one right. Again, there seems to have been quite a lot of tragedy in the family of, I think Bertram's a surname. but there's a very elderly spirit, a man. I think he's connected with the name Tom, but he's willing to... Sorry, I've got another link coming in, but it's like cross wires. The Bertram name is saying all's well in spirit. It's like everybody made it. The other name that's come through is Wilson, but I'm not sure if it's a surname or if it's a kid's name, a kind of fancy kid name. Wilson. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's an animal. It's an animal called Wilson. Not really sure what it is, because initially I was just getting this big personality. That's why I assumed it was a person, but it's actually an animal. Just get an outline. Actually, I've just got mud, really, a kind of blobby outline. So I'm hands up to that. I can't make out what Wilson is, but Wilson is a big personality and needs people to know that he's fine. Thank you. I've got a Gerald wanting to say hello to Karen, and I think Anne as well. And I have a man in blue overalls, like a blue, overalls that button their zip up, and it's a kind of a palish blue-grey colour. I think he's a mechanic. And I think he passed actually in his workshop or in a workshop. And he's laughing a bit because he's saying it wasn't the worst way to go. I was connected with the name Jack, and he said he smelt of tyres. He couldn't have smelt of tyres. Like, that rubbery petroleum smell, that's what he says he smelt of. But he's fine, and it wasn't the worst way to go. Someone said they went to Uxbridge, not Uxbridge, and that's how he'll identify himself. I'm not sure if that's a place or a college or a uni, sorry. And his dear friend will know it's him because she's been thinking of him and asking him to let her know she's about. And the key word is Uxbridge. I have Delia. Delia. I don't think it's Delia, sorry, I think it's Delia. And she wants to say hello to a male P name like Parvas. This may be Indian. I'm not quite sure. Delia to Parva, and I know it's not. I'm not getting Parvati. It's like Parvat or Parva. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please let me know. The lady Delia is doing the Masti, so that's why I assume she's maybe Indian Hindu. Mind you, I do the Masti and I'm not Indian, but she's fine. Also have a man coming through behind her that says he's saying he's Jill, which again would tend to be a female name, but he's definitely male, and he's saying he's called Jill or Jill. It could even be with a G. And someone can take him as well. I think this man quite liked to draw, and it might not have been like, fancy paintings. It might have been actually like engineering or whatever, but he liked quite precise things. That's what I'm getting off him. And like he is Jill or something that sounds like Jill. Thank you. He says that'll be enough. They'll know, particularly with the precision aspect. Anyone else? There is a connection needed between two sides of a Thompson family that aren't speaking, and the dad, who I believe might be George, would like them to be speaking. It's quite a blunt message, you know. And I have a message for a Dolores. Her hubby or partner is in spirit, and he sends you hugs and kisses every day, Dolores. He just needs you to know that the bond will never be broken. That's a soulmate thing, isn't it? And I've got a man that's showing himself being very fancy, like making pizza dough, but you know, the full almost performance of it. And he's just saying that he's die. Now, it's definitely Italian. Again, we're getting names that I'm sorry if I'm not saying right, but it sounds like it's very short. I am die. Sorry about that. Maybe that's Italian for something, I don't know. But he seems to have been someone that could very much throw a pizza dough very, very well. Don't think he was that old either when he passed. Thank you. Anyway, I feel as though I'm getting kind of what I call squishy messages now. Like, I like when I start and they come very clear, but when they start to get squishy and I'm just getting little bits of it, I know it's time to stop and save the energy for another time. So I hope if you can take the messages that you do, please acknowledge them, whether it be in the comments below or whether it be in an email to me. My email address is in my description box of all my videos. And just let me know. Thank you everybody that helped me with the last lot of messages which had the giraffe in them. Something has come of that's quite good, and I'm very, very happy that giraffe's voice and that of its baby was heard. And thank you for all the love and support, because I was gutted. I was so upset after it, and you were all lovely, so thank you for that. And I hope you like the messages. If you do, give me a thumbs up. The mediumship videos seem to be doing maybe a lot better than they used to, and I will be happy to do them if that's what you want, just whenever I can. And I hope that you enjoy them, so give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel and do all the things you're meant to with the bell notification, and I'll see you next time. Many blessings. Bye now.